Okay, let's say you are on board with me and you're really serious about losing weight. Where do you start from? Let's talk about that. Hey, welcome on another video here on Not Born to be Fat, and today I want to talk about the roadmap for your diet. It is great that you want to lose weight. It is great if you understand that you have to lose fat, not just weight. And it is great if you have this idea of, okay, I will start a diet. That's great. But since it is like a one-shot opportunity for you, because I know that it's very, very frustrating to start a diet, get no result, or even get more weight than you had before, and then you have put all this effort into this undertaking, and it didn't lead anywhere. I know that it's really, really frustrating. So what I would like you to do is just to pick the right one. But I don't want to say exactly what you have to do, because if I say what you have to do, then it's me solving your problem. I don't want that. I want you to solve your problem. So what I would like to do is to give you the necessary knowledge to understand what is the root cause of your problem and how it is that you can get to a solution. Then you figure out the solution for yourself, and then it is your achievement. I have nothing to do with it. I just gave you the information you needed to have. Today you don't have the information, I give you the information, you do the work. It's very difficult for me to give you information if I don't know which is your current status. So I suppose you know something about calories, I suppose you know something about proteins, carbohydrates, and fat. And with this in mind, I am gonna say the following. Be aware of the fact that there is no menu you should follow. So if you find a diet and there is a menu and you have to stick to that, forget it, it's wrong. And why is that? Because these diets are made so generically that they can't possibly help you, okay? All the diets in which you have to count calories, they work to an extent. So it is good if you find an open diet and the instruction says that you have to eat, 1,500 calories per day. So you start counting calories, you can build up your meal, and by using different foods in different amounts, and you sum up all these calories, 1,500 or 1,200 or 1,000, whatever it is, and so then you stick to it. But this kind of diet, I've done it, it requires a lot of commitment because it's a lot of work to get to know all the calories of the food. And by the way, there is a great application for that. It's called MyFitnessPal. I will put a link in the description below. And you can check it, it's free, and it gives you, basically there is a huge database of foods, and you can just type in your what is that you want to eat. You see how many calories it is per 100 grams or something like that, and then you put how much you're gonna eat of it. And the tricky part is that you have to weigh things, and you have to be precise on that. So it's not just that you guess how much it is, you actually must have a scale there and weight. So it's a little bit time consuming during your dining experience to do this. So you can do it for a while just to get accustomed to the caloric content of food, but I don't think this is a long-term good strategy, okay? And again, counting calories works. It's not an exact science, But if you stick to it for enough time, say 2, 3, 4 weeks, you usually can see some result. Typically, if you stick on this calorie counting, you can lose about 1 kilo per week, maybe a little bit more, talking about 2 or 3 pounds per week. And yeah, it might work. But again, it's not a good long-term strategy because you're gonna get sick of it. So what is important for you to understand? As I said, there is no fixed menu. You must be able to eat what you want to eat. You just need to understand how much you can eat of it. If you want pizza, you must eat pizza. And if you want meat, you must eat meat. But of course, of pizza, you can eat much less than meat, because the caloric content of pizza is much higher than the caloric content of meat. And also the nutritional value of pizza is different from nutritional value of meat. Meat is mainly proteins, while pizza is mainly carbohydrates. And the way the body uses these kind of foods is very, very different, okay? If you don't want to have problems with your losing weight, and remember that I'm always talking of losing weight, I'm not talking that you are now in your perfect ideal weight and you want to stay there. No, I'm talking that you are on a diet to lose weight, to lose fat. So while you're doing that, you want to eat more proteins than carbohydrates, okay? So ideally you want to eliminate all the carbohydrates, and unfortunately you shouldn't have the pizza, okay? You shouldn't have the pizza, you shouldn't have the bread, you shouldn't have the pasta, you shouldn't have sandwiches, you shouldn't drink alcohol. So all these things that contain carbs and sugars, these are not allowed. But if you really must, then you can have them with reason, okay? So it's very important for you to understand how many calories are in a beer, for example, okay? Beer is alcohol, it's sugar, so it's a form of carbohydrate, and there are quite many calories in one beer. If I'm not mistaken, we are talking about 100, some 80 calories in 100 grams, something like that. So 3 beers, it's a lot of calories. Well, you shouldn't do that. You should try to eat mainly proteins. So we are talking of meat, we are talking of fish, we are talking of eggs and things like this. And again, the main important thing is that you should be able to make your own menus. Don't go with a diet that tells you to stick to a pre-made menu. So basically, the roadmap for your diet is that there is no roadmap. Your diet should be free and open. You should have knowledge of the nutritional and caloric content of the foods you are eating the most. There might be 10, there might be 15. Just get a bunch of them and try to understand which is their caloric content, which is their protein content, carbs and fat, and try to blend them together so that they come with a good combination. I suggest you to stay below 1000 calories per day. And yes, 1000. No, it's not wrong, it's 1000. And I know this number is well below your needs, but if you want to lose weight, there's no other way to do it, you know? You gotta burn fat. You have to bring your body to such starvation state that it starts to burn your own fat to produce energy. The only way to do that is to avoid giving energy in form of food. So you must lower the caloric amount of food that you are introducing by much. Okay, I understand that this can be very overwhelming, but believe me, there's nothing wrong with it. You just gonna be it's gonna be hard at first because you have to fight against your current habit. You're not going to be hungry. It's no problem with that. Problem is that now you are used to stick in your mouth everything that moves slower than you, everything that you can. So you have to understand that in order to solve your problem, you should eat when appropriate, and you should eat what is appropriate. And at the moment, the only way you can understand what is appropriate is to do some research for yourself. Again, if I tell you what to eat, then I'm doing the work, not you. Then it's my achievement, not yours. So you should spend a little bit of time on it and just find out for yourself which are the foods which contain more proteins than carbs and that have low caloric content. You can use Google for this. It's very easy. Just type, I don't know, egg calories, and you will see a nutritional chart by Google which gives you all the information about the food. You can do this with every food, so it's very, very easy. And so you can create your own roadmap for your diet. In some other video very soon, I'm gonna put down more information about which are the foods you should prefer and how to eat them and when to eat them and what to put them together with. So I'm gonna do part of the work for you and I'm gonna help you. So make sure you subscribe and you don't lose the next video, don't miss them. I'm gonna be here for you, and if you have questions you can write comments to this video, and more important, if you feel like you really need directions, you can check out my book on Amazon. The book is called You Weren't Born to Be Fat, and I remind you that I've lost 27 kilos in a very short amount of time. And in the book I describe my experience with all the details, things I was eating and all the activities I was doing to get there. I've been going to no gym, no doctors, I've been taking no pills, so it's all natural and very, very easy. The link is in the description below. If you want to learn everything today, go get the book, and otherwise stick with me for the next episode. For this one, that's all.